Kody Brown, who is a celebrity on the television show Sister Wives, is unwilling to move on from the life that he formerly lived with his wives Mary Brown, Janelle Brown, Christine Brown, and Robin Brown. Kody and his polygamous family had a total of 18 children during their union, and they worked relentlessly to dispel the misconceptions that are associated with multiple marriage, while also avoiding legal action. After relocating from Las Vegas to Flagstaff, Arizona, the Brown family believed that they had finally arrived at a place of tranquility. It was unfortunate that the transfer marked the beginning of the end for their family. In the span of just 2 years, 3 of Kody's 4 marriages came to an end. It was reported by Christine that she would be divorcing Kody in November of 2021. Janelle disclosed that she and Kody were no longer together just 1 year after the first announcement. Mary finally made the decision to terminate her marriage in the beginning of 2023, after years of being estranged from her husband. Now that he is married to Robin in a monogamous relationship, Kody is under a great deal of pressure and uncertainty. The fact that he is unable to adjust to new circumstances has surfaced as a significant factor in the failure of his marriages, and he is left yearning for the life he previously enjoyed. The Brown family was able to find the perfect home in Las Vegas. Kody stated that his family was at its most harmonious during the time that they spent in Las Vegas, while he was thinking about his divorces. When the first season of Sister Wives aired, Kody and his wives lived together in a house in Lehi, Utah. As a result of Utah's laws that prohibit polygamy, the family was put in a position where they faced the possibility of being prosecuted once they made their multiple lifestyle public. In order to avoid the possibility of his family being torn apart, Kody made the decision to leave the state with his wives and children behind. They made the decision to go to Las Vegas. When the Browns moved to Las Vegas, they established the ideal atmosphere for a multi-generational family. They bought 4 lots that were close to one another at the end of a cul-de-sac and had special houses built for each of their wives' families. Mary, Janelle, Christine, and Robin were able to have their own area as a result of this, but the houses were so close to one another that it was simple for their children to walk between them. While this was going on, Kody was able to effortlessly relocate between the residences of his wives. The arrangement made it possible for the family to readily congregate, while at the same time enabling the spouses to keep their private confidential. In his admission that his time spent in Las Vegas was the finest of his life, Kody was making a reference to the repercussions that would result from his hasty choice to uproot his family. During the time when his wives were beginning to feel at ease and establish themselves in their lives in Las Vegas, Kody was successful in persuading them to relocate once more. As of right now, Kody is conscious of the fact that leaving behind their ideal arrangement altered the trajectory of his family's destiny. When his children were younger, Kody was a lot more of a good parent. When it came to his commitment to being a father, Kody was extremely proud. In spite of the fact that he had more than a dozen children, he was nevertheless immensely happy at each and every birth. When Kody's children were smaller, his spouse had pleasant memories of him being a caring and attentive father that they cherish. However, throughout the course of time, that quality deteriorated. Kody's connections with the majority of his adult children are currently fraught with tension. He has very little contact with the children he shares with Christine and Janelle, despite the fact that he is quite close to Robin's children due to their tight relationship. It was indicated that Kody might not know how to properly raise older children, and that he might have become disoriented as his children became older. During the times that Kody is thinking back on his life in Las Vegas, he remembers a period of time when he was continuously surrounded by his children. However, Kody did not make any adjustments to his parenting style as his children grew older and became less reliant on him. When it came to holidays and birthdays, he was absent. When Kody and his children were living in Las Vegas, he never in his wildest dreams could have thought that they would become estranged from each other. Following their relocation to Flagstaff, Kody's family began to fall apart. The Brown family's decision to remove themselves from Las Vegas was extremely detrimental to the future of their family. In spite of the fact that they had constructed dream homes that enabled them to live together as a community, Kody put pressure on his women to abandon everything they had accomplished. Following a period of time during which the family moved frequently, Las Vegas was at one point regarded to be their permanent home base. However, Kody's restlessness led to the relocation of the family to Flagstaff during the 13th season of Sister Wives. It is unfortunate that the housing market in Flagstaff was quite competitive. Kody's wives were had to relocate to homes located in different parts of the town, which resulted in the loss of their cherished family culture. Due to the restricted availability of rental properties, Christine and Robin ultimately decided to purchase homes for their families. The arrangement that was supposed to be a temporary one ended up being the family's new established routine. As a result of the significant distance that separated them, the spouses were accustomed to living individually, and they decided to abandon the communal way of life that they had previously enjoyed. During the COVID, Kody was unable to adjust to the requirements of his family. An outbreak of the pandemic occurred not long after they relocated to Flagstaff. With their children, Mary, Janelle, Christine, and Robin were placed in quarantine, which effectively put an end to huge family reunions. Robin was Kody's primary living partner, and the two of them began their life together as a monogamous couple. As was the case with their housing crisis, what was supposed to be a temporary nuisance continued to drag on, and the family soon found themselves socially isolating themselves as a normal part of their routine. In addition to the fact that they were physically separated, the family also experienced a significant rift on the importance of maintaining social distance. With the expectation that they might one day be able to get together in person, Kody and Robin imposed stringent requirements on the family. Due to the fact that Kody's restrictions required them to give up their social, academic, and professional life, Kody's young adult children were unable to comply with these requirements. As a result of Kody's refusal to modify his rules in order to improve their connection, his children took offense, and the family started to fall apart. During the epidemic, Kody's obstinate attitude became more apparent than ever before. He refused to modify his guidelines in order to facilitate the bonding of the family. As an additional point of contention, Kody had resentment against his children and wife, who had less stringent requirements regarding social distance. He held them responsible for the fact that they kept the family apart, but in the end, it was Kody who was the one who made it impossible for anybody other than Robin to live up to his standards. With the benefit of hindsight, Kody is likely able to recognize how COVID and the living circumstances in Flagstaff represented the turning point for his family. As a result, he is now experiencing feelings of nostalgia for the life he had in Las Vegas. Although his wives have moved on with their lives, Kody is stuck in the past. The majority of Kody's time is spent meditating on the errors that his wives and children have committed, which have brought them to the predicament that they are in now. The fact that he is so fixated on the past that he is unable to go on is a direct result of his refusal to face his shortcomings. It is impossible for Kody to find the forgiveness that is required to establish cordial relationships with other people in the present moment because he is constantly harping on the faults that he believes other people have made. However, Kody's wives have gone on with their lives. The mentality that Janelle possesses is remarkably dissimilar to that of Kody. She considers her time spent with him to be in the past, and she is intent on moving on to better things in the future. Mary, in the meantime, claims that she does not even recall going through life with Kody. Because their relationship had been dysfunctional for such a long period of time, she is unable to recollect what it was like to be in a marriage that was successful with him. The ex-wives of Kody have moved on from their hurt and animosity and are now looking forward to the future, in contrast to Kody, who remains stuck in the past. In the upcoming season of Sister Wives, the journey that Kody and his family will take will be documented. Because they have 18 children between them, Kody and his ex-wives will frequently come into contact with one another. In order for Kody to achieve his goal of achieving peace with his former partners, he must let go of his fixation on the past and adopt an open mind regarding the possibility of the future.